Hi guys, this is Anna speaking, and today I will be presenting Group 5's capstone pitch. Tentatively, it is called Jungle Jam. So I am the project manager, and I will also be joining on as a UI UX designer. And then Devin and Simon will also be on UI UX. Will and Bree will be on motion design. Dylan is our lead developer. Andrew, Hun, and Andy will also be developers. So when we were first giving this prompt of smile, we began with a brainstorming session every week, tackling the prompt of smile. So we started discussing what smile means to us, project ideas for Capstone and narrowing down an idea, and then coming up with a theme for the idea that we selected. So everyone is familiar with these activities: the petting zoo, carnival games, Hungry Hippos, and Angry Birds. But what do these all have in common? Nostalgia. They are all nostalgic games and experiences for people of every age. They are also very simple activities and require little effort, but gives immense joy to people. Animals and gameplay are a common theme that we found makes people happy during our brainstorming sessions. And there are a lot of popular games about taking care of animals and that are very appealing to young kids, like Nintendogs, Farmville, and Tom the Talking Cat. So Jungle Jam is our proposed game, and here are the game mechanics that we have come up with so far. So the objective of the game would be to feed hungry animals, potentially 3 to 5 of them, on the screen in a jungle setting. Every player would get 5 balls, and they would throw the ball at the animal on the projected screen to feed them. So there would also be a status bar above the animals' heads showing their happiness levels. There would be red, which means angry or upset. Yellow means that they're getting hungry, and green means they are satisfied. If an animal gets to the red zone for too long, they would have some sort of animation where they charge at you or try to get your attention to feed them. And here is the basket of balls. And then down here, after someone throws it, it would land inside a net to catch them easily so that we could go and collect them and bring them back. And there would also be a camera somewhere in the room for motion tracking of the balls. And right now we have it for single player mode. So the scope is that we would be making a game, so we would need to identify game UI and UX patterns, create 3 to 5 different animal illustrations and animations, also create a mechanism for launching ping pong balls, and then have the projection of the game. We only want this to be on one wall, and then we only want this to have one player at a time for now. So our initial mood board, we want this to be really fast-paced and easy to understand while bringing back that nostalgia of games with really familiar goals. And then we want this to be kid-friendly and fun for all ages. We really just want this to be really fun and exciting for people to do. And then here is our initial style board. We want to lean into 2D illustrations and really capture people's attentions with vibrant colors, patterns, textures, shapes. We really want this to be expressive and not realistic. And we think that'll help with creating that new and fun, exciting feel to nostalgic gameplay. We really want it to be vibrant, energetic, useful, and organic. So what is Opencv? It is an open source computer vision library and has tools for image processing and computer vision tasks. It deals with motion tracking with faces and objects and supports multiple languages. It's originally built in C++. And supports JavaScript and Python. And then there's an official website for it too, which means that there are a ton of resources out there. Along with this website, many people have already done tutorials on YouTube on how to do motion tracking for ping pong balls. And then we can also refer to professors at RIT, Michelle Harris and Jason Arena, who have prior experience to using Opencv. So along with the Opencv framework, we would need cameras for motion tracking, a projector for the game itself, ping pong balls for throwing and for the feeding mechanism, and then a handheld throwing device to throw the balls, or we could just use hands. And then for future plans, we should create a timeline as soon as possible and figure out specific roles, gather technology and resources, run a quick test of Opencv to make sure that we can utilize this technology for motion tracking for what we want it to do, finalize our game mechanics and start concept testing really quick just to make sure that people are on board with this, and then figure out from there our UI, UX, visuals, animation, and development, and then build that room and test. Thank you guys.